There's a primal pull to the soil, a desire to plant a seed and watch it grow. My first garden was a tiny patch, but in my mind, it was a boundless canvas. I dreamed of overflowing baskets of vegetables and a riot of blooms, seduced by glossy catalogs promising perfection. Reality, of course, was humbling. My enthusiasm was untempered by knowledge. I bought too many seeds, filled every inch, and imagined myself a triumphant gardener. The patient weeding, the careful watering, the battle against pests, these were distant thoughts. Soon, yellowing leaves and wilting stems appeared. I dismissed them, but the garden demanded more than passion. It needed attention and a willingness to learn. My first season was a patchwork of small victories and glaring failures. Radishes thrived, lettuces vanished to slugs, and tomatoes succumbed to blight. Gardening, I learned, is a partnership with the earth, a slow dance, not a conquest. Those early mistakes weren't failures, but the first lessons in a lifelong education. Every time I step outside, I'm still learning. My first mistake? Treating all soil as equal. My heavy clay drowned lavender, while a friend's sandy soil starved his courgettes. I ignored the character of my patch, learning too late that you must know your soil before you plant. Watering seemed simple. I drenched everything daily, killing plants with kindness and encouraging weak roots. I watered at noon, scorching leaves and wasting water. I misjudged sunlight, planting sun lovers in shade and shade lovers in sun, never observing the sun's path. A garden is a collection of microclimates. Matching plant to place is key. Greed led me to sow too many seeds, crowding plants and inviting disease. I ignored spacing advice, creating a jungle of marrows and a haven for mildew. Less is more. Starting small lets you give each plant the space and care it needs. Every blunder taught me to observe, adapt, and respect the garden's needs. Success comes from learning, not luck. The foundation of every garden is the soil. Good soil is alive, a complex ecosystem of microorganisms, worms, and insects. Ignore soil health and your garden will falter. Know your soil type: clay, sand, or loam. A simple squeeze test reveals all. Each type has strengths and weaknesses. Clay holds nutrients but drains poorly. Sand drains well but loses nutrients. Soil pH matters too. Most plants prefer neutral to slightly acidic soil. Test your soil's pH and adjust with lime or sulfur as needed. The answer to most soil problems: compost. Adding organic matter improves any soil, opening clay, enriching sand, feeding life. Compost is the gardener's black gold, creating a virtuous cycle of fertility. Prepare your soil with generous compost before planting. It's the greatest gift you can give your garden. Healthy soil is the secret to thriving plants. The sun governs a plant's life. Photosynthesis turns light into growth. Before planting, study the sun's path across your garden. Map out full sun, partial shade, and deep shade. This simple observation lets you follow the golden rule: right plant, right place. Sun lovers languish in shade, shade lovers scorch in sun. Respect plant labels, they're clues to happiness. Watering is an art. Deep, infrequent soaks encourage strong roots, while daily sprinkles create weak plants. Water early in the morning to prevent disease and conserve moisture. Drainage is as vital as watering. Roots need air as much as water. Improve heavy soil with grit and compost. Ensure pots have drainage holes. Never add gravel to the bottom of pots. It worsens drainage. Good drainage is the unseen hero of every healthy garden. Great gardens are built on thoughtful planning, not luck. Start with a sketch. Paths, beds, compost bins, water butts. Know what you want: flowers, food, or sanctuary. Understand your climate and frost dates. Gardening is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience is essential. Planting too early or choosing the wrong crops leads to disappointment. Companion planting creates a balanced ecosystem. Marigolds deter pests, nasturtiums lure aphids, herbs confuse carrot flies. Even simple pairings reduce the need for chemicals and build resilience. Start small. A single raised bed or a few pots is manageable and rewarding. Focus on learning the basics: soil, watering, pest control. Expand as your confidence grows. Success builds gradually, turning daunting tasks into enjoyable projects. Planning and patience transform chaos into abundance. Let your garden grow with you. I learned quickly good tools matter. Cheap, flimsy tools bend and break, turning gardening into frustration. Invest in a sturdy trowel, a strong hand fork, and sharp secateurs, your essential trio. Quality tools feel like an extension of your hands, making work easier and more enjoyable. For bigger jobs, add a solid spade and garden fork. Choose tools with strong shafts and comfortable handles. The right tool saves energy and protects your body. Regular attention is as important as good tools. 10 minutes a day spotting pests, pulling weeds, watering keeps your garden thriving. This daily ritual connects you to your space and prevents problems from escalating. Gardening becomes a peaceful, meditative habit. In these quiet moments, the true bond with your garden is forged. The greatest rewards of gardening aren't always tangible. There's joy in picking a sun-warmed tomato or arranging homegrown flowers, but the deeper yield is emotional. A garden is a sanctuary, a quiet refuge from a noisy world. Simple tasks like weeding and watering become meditative, soothing the mind and soul. Watching growth puts worries in perspective and reconnects us to nature's cycles. Gardening builds community. Sharing seeds, advice, and harvests forges bonds. Gardeners are a generous tribe, always ready to help. Embrace mistakes. They're your best teachers. Start small, be patient, and celebrate every success. A garden isn't about perfection, but the joy of nurturing life and creating beauty. This is the true harvest, a reward that feeds your spirit for years to come.